We are reading this morning from Otzar, Pelaot HaTorah here at the Surfside, Kollel, Boker, and the question came up, can a person reach the level of Moshe Rabennu? Can a person technically reach that level? And then furthermore, another question, was a person determined to be righteous or wicked from before he was even sent down to earth? Let's take a look. Devarim niflaim beyoter katav harambam. So Maimonides writes in Hilchot Teshuvah Perikei Halacha Bet, Al yavor b'machshavatcha davar zeh. Don't let it go into your mind. Shomrim tipshe umot haolam, that the stupid people of the other nations of the world, Verov golmei bnei Israel, and also the golems of bnei Israel, Sha'akadosh baruch hu gozer al adam metichilat biryato liot tzaddik or rasha. Don't believe that nonsense that God determines if he's a tzaddik or rasha. And hadavar ken, it's not true. Ela kol adam ra'uy lo liot tzaddik ke Moshe Rabennu. It says anyone can be a tzaddik ke Moshe, like Moshe. So, b'lachaora harambam satar et atzmo. It seems that Maimonides, Rambam, argued with himself. Beperush HaMishnah b'Masechet Sanhedrin, Perek Yud Mishnah Aleph, b'ma shekatav sham, v'hayisod ha'shevi'i nevu'at Moshe Rabennu, v'hu shna'amin shehu avihen shel kol ha'nevi'im, שקדמו לפניו, והבאים אחריו, הכל הם למטה ממנו במעלה, והוא בחיר השם מכל המין האנושי, אשר השיג ממנו יתעלה יותר ממה שהשיג, וישיג כל אדם שנמצא ושימצא. Okay, so what we're saying here is that earlier Harambam told us that anyone can reach the level like Moshe, but then we have another Perush of Harambam that says that a person could never read Moshe. Moshe was the top Navi, no one will ever get there. There's a reason for that. That's one of the Yud Gimel Ikarim of Harambam. The reason for that is that if that wasn't the case, then anyone can come afterwards, after the Torah was given in 2448, and say that they're a bigger prophet than Moshe, and that they came along with a new teaching. Because that's one of the cores of the 13 Ikarim, which a Jew needs to know, and with that knowledge, it could never change because Moshe was the greatest. Others can reach up until Moshe, but not surpass him. שבה אנו אומרים בכל יום שנבואת משה רבנו הייתה אמיתית שהוא אב לחכמים ונביאים לקודמים לפניו ולבאים אחריו. There's nobody that's going to ever be greater than Moshe. ולכאורה משמע שאנו חייבים להאמין שלעולם לא יהיה חכם או נביא כמשה עוד. That we have to believe that there will never be anyone as great as Moshe, including you, and including me, including anyone else. ביאור נפלא כתב הגאון רבי אלחנן ווסרמן זצ"ל, השם ימקום דמו, בספרו קובץ המאמרים, מאמר לא קם כמשה. שבאמת הדבר פשוט מאוד, really it's very simple, שאי אפשר לשום אדם להגיע למדרגתו של משה. No one's going to reach the level of משה. ואפילו אם יעבוד אדם בכל כוחותיו אלפיים שנה. Person works 1,000 by 2,000, so millions of years. He'll never ever gain that level. There'll never be millions of years on this planet, on this earth. But if he did, he'll never get. It's not going to read any levels of Moshe. Because nobody was granted the strength and the bina, that knowledge that Moshe had. That will never take away from a person's full potential. A person can always reach his full potential, still never reaching that level of Moshe. Sha'ani bekorban ani yotze yedei chovato kemo ha'ashir bekorban ashir. כמאמרם ז"ל, הם מנחות תק"י עמוד א', אחד המרבה ואחד הממעיט ובלבד שיכוון ליבו לשמיים. So he's saying that when it's like a korban, that a korban could be fulfilled by both a poor man and a rich man. It's both equal. They both have the ability to fulfill what they need to do, just like a human being will, and he will never reach Moshe. V'zohi kavanat Harambam. That's really what Harambam is saying. Shekol adam yachol liyot tzaddik ke Moshe Rabbeinu. He could be a tzaddik like Moshe. Hayno shekol adam lefi orkov lefi kochotav yachol liyot eved Hashem. Meaning he could be like Moshe, that he will be referred to as an eved of Hashem, kemo Moshe Rabbeinu lefi kochotav. You'll be like Moshe, you'll be an eved Hashem and reach that lofty place, but you're not surpassing Moshe. And dor she'en bo ke'Abraham. There is no generation that doesn't have an Abraham in them. And dor she'en bo ke'Yaakov. There's no generation that doesn't have like a person like Yaakov. And ishtam yoshem p'ohalim. And dor she'en bo ke'Moshe. And there's no generation that doesn't have a person like Moshe. And dor she'en bo ke'Shmuel. Interesting. So the Bereshit Rabbah is telling us is that in every generation there's 4 types of people. You have an Abraham, a Chesed. You have Yaakov, an Ish Tam. You have a Moshe Rabennu, and you have a Shemuel. Shemuel, I'm assuming here, is an individual who goes and teaches Torah but takes nothing from nobody. That's what Shemuel was known for. He went from place to place, just going and teaching everybody. דהיינו, שמחסדי השם יתברך בהשגחתו, שיהיה בכל דור ודור צדיקים, אשר להם תכונות ומידות טובות, כדוגמת האבות ומשה רבנו עליו השלום. So that in every generation there will be people that will have the direction and trait of those individuals of previous generations. And you should know that the traits of those Abraham, Yaakov, Moshe, and Shemuel may be traits that you may not like. What I mean to say is that these individuals were ones that never ever came onto the face of the earth again. And they had certain traits and characteristics that were unique. So when others have similar traits like them in the generation, you might say like, wow, that's not the way most people do it. Yeah, but that's the way that let's say the Avot or those Tzaddikim did in those generations. So that's what he says here. Can a person reach it? Now he continues on something even more interesting. ראוי להיות כיהושע וככל גדולי עולם. ראה עוד מה שכתב מרן החתם סופר. The Chatam Sofer brought down Zatzal בדרשותיו in דף שי"ז עמוד ב' הדיבור המתחיל איתה. שכל איש מישראל ראוי להיות כיהושע בן נון בכל גדולי עולם. He says that everyone should be like Yehoshua and like all the גדולים, לולא שקלקל מעשיו בימי נאוריו, וזה לשונו, בכל דור שלא נבנה בימיו, כאילו נחרב בימיו, וכל שנה היא עומד, היא השנה הזאת, ונחזבה תאכלתנו בעוונותינו הרבים, על כן יש לבכות על עוונותינו, שהאריכו קצו, כאילו היו מתקנים דרכנו, היה נבנה וכו'. So he's saying here in every generation that the Beit HaMikdash was not built was primarily due because the sins that you guys, or that we are all doing, are really the same ones that they did before. So God said, I'm not going to make any changes because you guys are doing the same exact thing. Okay, different place, different time, different garments, different language, but it's the same exact problem. Ki kol ish misrael nolad b'techilat biryato kadosh v'tahor. Every single Jew, every single one of Israel that is born in purity. You have to be like the greats. Because you made sins when you were younger. Either way, he should mourn the things that he did in the earlier times in his life. You have to have belief in Hashem, just like in Moshe Rabennu. What does that mean? Devar nifla me'od katav hagaon hakadosh ba'al yesod v'shoresh ha'avodah zatzal b'tzavato, in his will. Tzava'a lechebra kadisha debur malachil ubikashti. V'zeh l'shono v'harini gozer v'omer shelo yidaberu alai shum shevach klal. He said, please, don't speak anything about me. Rak et hashevach hazeh yidabru alai. Only say this. Ma she'ani me'id alai shamayim va'aretz. I have witnessed that the heavens and the earth, and those who know the secrets, Yodea v'ya'id alai gamken achar patirati, after I leave this world, shayiti ma'amin be'emunat elahuto yitbarach shemo v'yit'aleh zichro la'ad mamash k'Moshe Rabennu alav shalom. He says, I believed in God just like Moshe, mamash k'Moshe Rabennu, like Moshe. He says it's k'Moshe. אך הוא ידע בבירור כפי גודל עיני שכלו, כמו שנאמר, בכל ביתי נאמן הוא, it says it on משה, במדבר י"ב תש"ע, ואני השפל בגודל אמונה שלמה ואמיתות ברורה, בלי שום פקפוק, בספק כלל חס ושלום, גם בבירור גמור לפי כת שכלי. That's very interesting. ברוך אדוני לעולם, אמן ואמן.